Greetings and welcome to the Chris Patrick channel. Today's topic is fasting. Fasting. Well, it's been around forever. It has. Jesus fasted. Mahatma Gandhi fasted. Many people before that fasted. And today it's trendy. And there are numerous reasons why people fast. Most common reasons are spiritual, to add a deeper richness to their faith, to draw closer to their higher power, and to also for health benefits. Now, I got my start fasting from my spiritual side. So as a Christian, that was something I felt and had heard and read about, that was one way to, especially when I felt distant or felt like I had been sinning quite a list, just wanted to kind of lean into God. That was one way I did that, was by fasting, by giving up something that I love, right? Eating food. My experience with fasting, I fast probably 3 times a month. There's no rhyme or reason when. It's often, like I said before, usually if I've been racking up a lot of behaviors or activities or lack thereof on the naughty list, then I will fast to lean into God and say sorry, because God knows how much I love food and love eating. So. However, there are times where I pig out. I go to a barbecue. I go to Thanksgiving. I go to Christmas dinner. I go to a birthday. I stay up late with my friends and we eat all the foods that we've always wanted to eat. And it's kind of called I think Tony Robbins, motivational speaker, called it a zigzag day. So, you have a really good clean diet. You drink wheatgrass and smoothies and eat carrots and then you have the zigzag day where you kind of just throw your whole, rules of eating well off to the side, and you have a joyous eat, drink, and be merry kind of evening. And that would also lead me to fasting, to kind of just let my body catch up, because normally I am vegan, vegetarian with a few zigzag, maybe some eggs or salmon, but so if I eat chicken or beef or pork or whatever, that's gonna be a pretty big, dense project for my body. And so like the midnight snacking analogy, I'm giving myself some time to catch up and clear the desk. All right, I've fasted for 72 hours, and 2 times. That was quite the experience the first time. The second time I knew what I was going to go through, so it was a little easier. There was a lot of studies out there where, and I'm, full disclosure, I'm not a doctor, nor am I a physician or a dietitian. And so do your own due diligence on this topic if you're looking to do it for the first time, especially. Now, there's different kinds of fasting, right? There's intermittent, there's all day, there's 24, there's 72, etc. And longer. There's water diets, juice diets, all that. When I did the 72-hour fast, I found that first, I think it's within 3-4 hours, is where the body kind of sent out what are we doing? Where's the food? We're hungry. We want food now. Push the panic button. And once I got past that was the hardest. And then after that, it was just, I want to eat, but it kind of fell into the back ground of life. So as time went on into the next day and the next day, I found that the biggest observations for the 72-hour fast was, one, there's a massive amount of time that you now have, right? You spend a lot of time prepping food, eating food, cleaning up, right? Shopping, all that. And that just gets removed from your schedule. So now you have a large amount of time. And at first I didn't know what to do with it. You also, or at least I did, I grabbed a lot of energy from fasting. Like I became more efficient, became more clairvoyant, became more yeah, I felt great, surprisingly. The other thing I found was I almost started to wonder on the last day, do we need food? Like it's a conspiracy. We don't really need it, because I almost had forgotten that that's what we do. But of course, yes, once the fast was over, took it easy. I introduced some soft, easy foods. It took me a while to kind of introduce it back into the stomach, right? Because it had been empty for several days. But yes, I do enjoy eating. And there's something social, right? Social about eating. Think of the Last Supper, right? With Jesus and his followers, right? It's a communal, it's a camaraderie, it's a union, it's a one part of the day where if you're in a family unit or an organization, or it's one way to celebrate or slow life down and talk about how are you doing, what's going on, catch me up to how you are, and enjoy good food and good atmosphere. And of course you can prep it at home and enjoy it at home on a barbecue, or you got to eat and celebrate a birthday and have someone serve you and take care of you, so you can be more attentive and present with your guests. Health benefits, before I forget, for the 72-hour fasting is that I think you go through ketosis and some other stages where basically your body has digested everything, it's cleaned house, and now it starts, doesn't have anything to burn as far as food and calorie wise. It starts moving into the fats, and also at some point starts to overhaul and clean out all the bad or imperfect or bad cells. And they say after a 72-hour or more boost or a fast that you kind of reboot. You are a new version of yourself. Your immunity is boosted. You are in an iOS update version. So look into that. Do your due diligence. But I can contest that after a 72-hour fast, I do feel even better than I was. And I can't not speak against fasting other than the love of food, which you give up. And remember, successful people, and this includes healthy people, right, do the things most people don't want to do. They go to the gym, they eat a lot of foods that they probably don't want to eat. Of course they want a McDonald's burger, they want a Taco Bell, they want fried chicken. I mean, trust me, I drive by a McDonald's to work every day, and I drive by a McDonald's on the way to my house every day, and I have not eaten at a McDonald's for over 25 years. And trust me, it has not been easy. There have been moments. Now, ask me on my deathbed, I'll probably be ordering 2 quarter pounders with cheese, some chicken nuggets, a Big Mac, some fries, and a milkshake. But until then, I'm willing to give up that. All right. Now, the other day I posted a video on midnight snacking. And I had an analogy of how you're at work, you've cleaned your desk off, you're ready to go home, and then your boss puts a big project on your desk and has you have to finish it, and it needs to be done by tomorrow morning. So therefore you have to stay at work, be up all night, and get terrible sleep. And that's kind of like eating a really bad midnight snack and then going to bed. So chicken wings, barbecue, pizza, you know what I'm saying. Processed foods, meaty, super high dense calorie foods. I'm not talking about an apple or some yogurt or a banana. Now, the analogy with fasting the other day I thought of was, it's kind of like you show up to work and the boss says, we don't really have any big projects per se today. We don't really have anything that I'm going to throw on your desk and ask you to work on that's new or overwhelming or stressful or there's a time constraint. I just want you to kind of like, go through and just, all your projects, just make sure that you've finished them up. Like, is there anything left that hasn't been completed, right? Tidy up things. Tidy up your office. Dust the blinds. Clean out your desk. Just do a little spring cleaning, and then when you're done, just kind of take a moment to rest and relax and reflect on your work and your productivity here, and just rest and relax. It's time to just enjoy, and then we're going to send an update through your computer. We're going to send it up. We're going to have someone come through and make sure all your files are all tidied up. I mean, just an overall revamp of your system, right? It's catch-up time. It's spring cleaning. It's just a really good pause to let your body catch up. And that's what fasting does. It allows it to kind of go through the body and find anything in the nooks and crannies and in your system and say, you know what, that thing's been sitting in the corner for too long, and that's, the corner of the stomach. There's a corner of the stomach, that rounded corner. I found it. I'm getting out of here so I can devote my energy towards better things. And that, to me, my friends, is fasting. From my perspective, I hope somewhere in this 12 minute conversation from me to you one way that you've grabbed some golden nuggets. If you have, appreciate a thumbs up. If you are new to this channel, subscribe. I'll be pumping these videos out regularly, and I love to be able to improve your life, help your life, and of course, share your stories, share your comments. Until next time, enjoy your blessed and wonderful life that you have.